The SWIFT project started in October 2014, funded by the Government Equalities Office. We applied for the funding in late June and early July. We were delighted to hear in August that in fact we had been funded by the Government Office to run these courses. They were to support women within rural locations of Sussex, some returning to business, others that had a great idea and didn't know how to start a business, and others who had a successful business but wanted to expand and develop it. So there were various opportunities for women throughout that rural band of superfast broadband that crossed through the county, through Rother and Wealdon, to join us in our project. SWIFT was very much about assisting women to develop new skills in digital technology, embracing the opportunities that this new speed in broadband would give them, but also looking at personal development and business skills. So lots of opportunities, lots of technical skills, and lots of development opportunities too.
Good digital connectivity is essential to enable the county to be competitive in today's 24-hour global economy. In East Sussex, we believe that around £295 million can be generated for the local economy through better access to improved broadband infrastructure. That's why the County Council is investing millions of pounds with our partners in rolling out improved infrastructure right across the county. By mid-January of this year, we'd reached around 28,000 premises, and by the end of the spring next year, we will have reached nearly 66,000 premises. Good broadband is here now, and more is coming. We really want everyone to take full advantage and help us make a big contribution to economic growth in the county that means so much to all of us.
Our launch was on the 1st of October 2014. We had over 50 women attending, and it was held in Robertsbridge Community Centre. Previously, we had decided that the courses would be held in Crowborough and in Robertsbridge, offering this diverse range of opportunities. We had decided with the Government Office that we would actually need to have 30 participants. And so you can imagine our surprise when on the day 50 turned up. The SWIFT project offered participants the opportunity to embrace and engage with part-time, flexible, fairly bespoke courses. We ran opportunities on IT with Word, Excel, spreadsheets. We did social media, Twitter, personal development courses, enabling people to learn things like saying no, which is very important in many business situations. The remarkable thing about it was the take-up that we had. We had very few people drop out. The courses were free, but that didn't negate the quality of the training and opportunities that they had.
I was attracted to SWIFT because I found myself at a particular point in my business where, after having done it for 20 years, I needed a boost, I needed to rejuvenate it, I needed to rethink. It happened just at the right time. I liked the idea that it was all women, so that they might understand my problems as far as work and home life and things like that. It was during the day, which is convenient for me, and of course it was free.
I'm completely self-taught. My background is nursery nursing and children. I'm a mother to 3, so that's where my expertise lies, not in business, as it were. So this SWIFT course just happened at exactly the right time. It's fitted in with the family life. It's not taken up too much of my time, and I've learnt a lot, especially with the digital skills.
I've been selling my cars for about 18 months. Was struggling to work out how to expand the business and get an online presence. And then the leaflet fell out of my son's school bag about the SWIFT project, and I thought that was definitely for me.
I thought, yes, I'm going to take the opportunity to come on this course, learn as much as I can, and it's been fantastic.
The idea really appealed to me. I thought the program was well thought out. Women only, twice a week. It seemed doable because I still have my son living at home, and I still have some other commitments. I also needed to improve my digital skills. Applying for jobs has shown me without digital knowledge you have no chance whatsoever. And I found it less daunting being in a group of women trying their hands at computers. So I thought it's doable for me. And
it just sounded fantastic. So I contacted the the Swift project, and I managed to get in there and get on board. And when I came to the opening, which was here a while ago, we all met together in a group, and it was just fantastic meeting all the other ladies and women in business, and they had so many interesting ideas and diverse kind of businesses. It just seemed like a really exciting thing for me to get involved in, having kind of worked on my own for a while, just on a one-to-one basis with clients, as I'm a hypnotherapist. So it seemed like a fantastic thing to do, and also to increase various skills as well, because my business is a lot about advertising via a website and connecting with people that way.
But having this idea, and it's quite a big idea, I didn't know how to go about putting my business into practice, and this is where Swift has been absolutely fantastic. You know, just sort of guiding me gently through everything from the social media side of it, like getting my work out there, to actually compiling a business plan and focusing what I need to do and when I need to do it. So it's been really great.
The latest thing that I learned is about spreadsheets and what I can do with a spreadsheet. You know, because I am self-taught, I go on there and I do what I need to do and sort of come off it again. So I've looked at things in depth. I've learned how to do a PowerPoint. I'm particularly looking forward to the marketing. I think that was going to, benefit me as in terms of the business side, and of course networking. The networking's been really valuable to me. I've made some personal friends, and what's been great is that I've been able to do business with other women. So, for instance, one lady, I've been helping her with her baby sleep, and she's been giving me marketing advice for my website. So, I mean, things like that are invaluable.
You go along to a course thinking that you want something out of it, but you get so much more. The whole experience and the support from other people, but it's the way that you question what you're doing and how you're doing it and what your aspirations are and where you want to go with it.
I've had a business for 20 years without social media. Why do I need it? So that's been really enlightening, and it's provided me with a new tool for an old business.
Well, the nice thing is that you can pick and choose which kind of modules that will be most helpful for you, or if you're starting off a business and you've just got a really exciting idea that you want to kind of throw about, get some feedback on.
I've attended all the personal development courses, and I think they've been really useful. I think they've given everyone on it a huge amount of confidence, and I think that it's given us the confidence to really believe in ourselves and think, yes, you've got a passion for something, but yes, you can make it into your business and be successful with it, and to really have a positive mindset and go for it, really. I think we've all realised that we've got so much to offer and that we're really capable of a lot, and I think this course has really given us the confidence to take it forward.
We had enough time to discuss each project, collect ideas, get some criticism, something to carry us forward, and it even though we had a time frame, there was no pressure. And again, it's so valuable to profit from what Liz said, from other ladies' experiences.
We run a network of managing directors and directors of small to medium-sized businesses throughout Sussex, and we've brought the peer learning model to the Swift project, which we're delighted to work on with Sound Architect and our partners at East Sussex County Council. For those of you who don't know, peer learning is where you learn from one another in a group of between 4 and 6 people, and it's completely confidential and normally lasts about 2 to 3 hours. One of the joys about the Swift project has been bringing so many women together in confidential groups who are able to share experiences about their businesses and their lives, and to provide solutions and support for one another in what can be a very lonely existence when you first set up a business and actually some way down the line. So we think it's been a great complement to the training that's happened.
I think very early on I noticed the support, the very positive attitude. It feels almost like a net, a safety net, a harness. The peer-to-peer groups are different elements, different courses, personal development, digital courses, they are more daunting for me than personal development, and the peer-to-peer group. All this together seems well thought out, and I feel safe, and I feel if I have a question, a problem, I can turn to somebody.
You could say very cosy, because there are only a handful of us in a room talking about specific issues that we've got, and I think that's a very supportive environment, and I think very helpful for all of us to have that, and to be able to feel that we've got this network that we can rely on for support if we need it. I think the other great benefit of being part of this project has been meeting all the other like-minded people, getting the sort of support, and hearing their experiences, and being able to sort of offer some of my own experiences to help others. I think that's been hugely useful, and I think going forward that I may do other things in the future, that it gives you a network to fall back on. The people, a whole host of people that you can feel that you could, yes, I can pick up the phone and talk to, say, hey, can you give me help and advice on this subject, or who would be the right person to help with this problem. It makes you realise that, especially for someone of my age who's done a lot of different things in my life, that actually you've got something to offer. I think it's fantastic from that point of view as well. It's a really great network.
I think it's given me the confidence to carry on with what I'm doing, to realise that, after 4 years of sort of just guessing and, playing with things, that I am on the right track. It's plugged in some holes, especially with the IT. And then I've actually gone back and written a business plan. I didn't do that before, so things like that. I think it's made me more focused.
I've only really been doing it for a week. But I've got substantially more followers than I did when I started, and I've also noticed an increase in traffic to my website since starting on Twitter. We've just had the Facebook course, so I don't know about that yet. But definitely, and it isn't just the traffic moving into the website; it's the length of time people are staying in the website.
One of the best things that we've seen as a team here on the Swift project is the complete change in many of the women on the project who started on October the 1st, and it's been quite transformative in terms of how they perceive themselves, their businesses and their products by the people around them, and that has been an absolute delight for us to see, and an outcome which we didn't necessarily know would happen. So we feel very lucky that we've been part of this process in working with it going forward.
I'm absolutely delighted that the Swift project has been such a brilliant success. I want to start by saying thank you to Sound Architect, to MD Hub and to East Sussex County Council's broadband team. None of this would have happened without them, or more importantly, without you, the participants of our first cohort. I know that you as the participants have had bespoke training on digital, on businesses, on learning to set up businesses and to run businesses, and to have really enhanced digital skills in order to be able to make the most of the superfast broadband that's going in across the county. There's never been a better moment or a greater need for women to do business in East Sussex. We know that East Sussex is a place of huge innovation, but there's a real oddity in the moment that although we have a high level of self-employed compared to the average, actually an awful lot of those people are men, about 37,000 of them, and we only have about 13,000 women who are currently self-employed, and Swift is the project that will really help us change that and will help us make sure that women in East Sussex make the most of their potential. So we were absolutely delighted to be one of only 16 projects funded by the Cabinet Office's Equality Fund, and I think we have absolutely proved that their faith in us was right.
We are delighted that we have a waiting list of 30 people now wanting to engage on a similar course that we hope to run during 2015, and we're also anticipating that the first course of Swift, some of the participants there will mentor the new group that we have coming through later in the year.
You have achieved a huge amount, and in achieving as much as you have done, you will encourage other women to follow you, and we will make East Sussex a better place to do business and a better place to live.